Good evening, this is Michael Sussman joining you live from the Charleston Catholic Athletic Center here in Charleston, West Virginia for tonight's girls high school basketball action between the Lady Irish and the visiting Point Pleasant Lady Black Knights. Charleston Catholic enters tonight's contest with a record of 6-7. Hit a bit of a skid of late losers of their last 5, but it was a strong showing for the Lady Irish last night in a 51-43 loss to Winfield. And then Point Pleasant comes in at 7-11. They've won 3 out of their last 4. Coach Greathouse's team really starting to get going down the stretch of this season in his first year with the Lady Black Knight program. Last night, Point Pleasant knocking off Riverside 44-42 in a thriller. It's senior night here at the Charleston Catholic Athletic Center. Had the ceremonies out on the floor just ahead of tip-off. Just a few players to watch for, starting with Charleston Catholic, is a senior Kayla Lucas, number 10, the starting point guard for the Lady Irish. Coach Heavener raved about her development as a two-way player when I spoke with him earlier today. She gives this team a lot of leadership on both ends of the floor and has really expanded her offensive game over the course of this season and her 4 years with the Lady Irish program. As for Point Pleasant, it's Kendall Connolly, the sophomore, starting to really make a huge impact on the defensive end. She's averaging just over 3 blocks per game, which puts her among the tops in the state. She's a strong defensive rim protector and somebody that's going to make a big impact on both sides of the floor. We've got about 3.5 minutes or so until tip-off. We're back with starting lineups when we come back on Video Productions.
With all that's going on, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling wants to remind our neighbors we're here for you. We're taking extra precautions to protect you and our employees. Right now, we're offering 6-month no-interest financing to help you stay comfortable throughout this crisis. Our superior indoor air filtration options will keep viruses, bacteria, and allergens down, increasing indoor air quality, comfort, and safety. Call us today and see how we can help you. Mullen, we're comfortable when you are.
Here at Children's Dentistry, you may notice that things are a little different. And Mom and Dad expect us to treat them like a child.
The LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks and even discounts on fuel. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you.
You have dreams.
You have dreams.
You have dreams.
A better life, a better job, a better you.
So where do you start to build the skills necessary to get there?
For more than 125 years, West Virginia State University has been educating generations of students who have gone on to change the world.
At West Virginia State, you are not just a number, you are who you choose to be.
You receive personal attention from award-winning faculty.
You study in nationally recognized programs.
You learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have. No matter where you want to go
or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
Always here for you, Thornhill GM Superstore. Expect the best, get even more with our new Thornhill Value Plus warranty. 10 years, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty on most all vehicles. Get in on all the savings. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and ThornhillGMSuperstore.com.
The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you.
Here at Children's Dentistry, you may notice things are a little different. And Mom and Dad expect us to treat them like a child.
Community be strong. We are Thornhill Ford Lincoln, your hometown dealer located on 119 near Chapmanville. Go Thornhill and expect the best with total value, support, and savings on your next vehicle. Don't miss out. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and thornhillford.net.
And we are back live at the Charleston Catholic Athletic Center. Michael Sussman here on the call for tonight's ball game. The Lady Irish taking on the Point Pleasant Lady Black Knights. Let's go ahead and get to our starting lineup, beginning with Charleston Catholic. It's senior night, so it's an all-senior starting lineup. Starting out the game for Coach Heavener tonight, starting with number 3, Annie Semino, as well as number 10, Kayla Lucas. Vivian Delgra, number 23, gets the start this evening. And number 4, Anna Kate Ward. That rounds up the lineup for the Lady Irish. Now let's flip it over to Point Pleasant. Number 14, Bailey Rickard, starting this evening, as well as number 40, McKenna Young, back into the lineup after a brief stint away to play some soccer in Tampa earlier on this season. And we'll finish up our starting lineups when we finish up the national anthem. Back in a sec. And we'll go ahead and round out our starting lineup for Point Pleasant. Number 14, Bailey Rickard. Number 40, McKenna Young. Taya Fetty, number 34, gets the start, as well as Kendall Connolly, the sophomore, and Caitlin Martin, number 44, will round things up. For the Lady Black Knights, they're coached by Cody Greathouse in his first season on the Lady Black Knights sideline. Spent 10 years as an assistant with the boys program under head coach Josh Williams. Charleston Catholic is coached by Wesley Heavener. This is his 10th year on the coaching staff. He became a head coach about midway through his 6th season, assuming those responsibilities and leading this program. Catholic's been on a bit of a skid of late losers of their last 5, but starting to round into form as we approach the postseason and sectional play. And it's going to be a tough road for Charleston Catholic as they've got to go through a good Buffalo team and Polka in the postseason. So a good opportunity tonight to start to play their best basketball at the right time of year. Right now, starting lineups being introduced. Here comes Kayla Lucas, the starting point guard for the Lady Irish. Once again, it is senior night. Had a nice ceremony just ahead of tip-off, and this all-senior lineup trotting out onto the floor now for Catholic. Here comes number 11, Chloe Greathouse. And Vivian Delgra getting the start tonight, number 23, the top soccer player in all of AA this past season. A pretty impressive athlete. And number 31, Chloe Clark, rounds things out. Point Pleasant has really progressed a lot over the course of this season. This is a program that's kind of been in a dark place for the past decade or so. They've had a couple of 1-0-win seasons, but Cody Greathouse, the instant shot in the arm that they needed to put together a respectable program that's a contender now in AAA. They come into tonight at 7-11 and winners of 3 out of their last 4. Point Pleasant in their road blues and Charleston Catholic in their home whites. It'll be Kendall Connolly tipping off for Point Pleasant. And for the Lady Irish, it's Chloe Clark. The ball is in the air, and we are underway. Point Pleasant controlling the tip. And here come the Lady Black Knights. Taya Fetty with it. She'll set it out top towards midcourt. Now into the far side corner, whipping it around the horn. Here's Bailey Rickard on the drive, has her shot blocked. A great play there by Chloe Clark. And here come the Lady Irish. Kayla Lucas controlling the ball. Whips it over to the near side wing. Back into the hands of Lucas. Tries a runner in the lane, had it knocked away. A nice shot block there as it goes into the hands of Connolly. And the Lady Black Knights reset. Here comes Fetty on the drive, dumps it off, but they're going to whistle her for a charge. That was Chloe Greathouse stepping in front of the contact there and sending the arrow the other way. A nice defensive rotation. And she put herself in the perfect spot and took one for the team. Here comes Lucas with it now into the hands of Delgra. Point Pleasant trying to trap on the near side. Has a pass intercepted. And a turnover there on the errant pass. Here comes the Lady Black Knights. They'll set it out top. McKenny Young. A long pass into the corner. Here's a three-pointer. Fetty. It's short off the side iron. No good. And here comes Charleston Catholic. Lucas slowing the tempo. Whips it over now to Delgra. Flips it back top of the key. A lot of contact on the pass. No foul call, however. And Fetty steals that one away. Just over 1 minute gone. First quarter, no score yet. Lucas with some tight defensive pressure. That one quickly slapped away from Young. And she regains control. And the pass for the Lady Irish goes into the hands of Anna Kate Ward. And they'll move it quickly the other way. And a pass into the lane. Ward a jumper. Off the back iron, not this time. And the Lady Black Knights control the board. Still no score. As both these teams try to get into a rhythm, Cody Greathouse is going to go ahead and corral the troops as we take a break here in the middle of the first quarter. Point Pleasant in the timeout now. We're back with more on Video Productions.
Here at Children's Dentistry, you may notice that things are a little different. And Mom and Dad expect us to treat them like a child.
With all that's going on, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling wants to remind our neighbors we're here for you.
And we are back at the Charleston Catholic Athletic Center. First quarter action between the Lady Irish and the Point Pleasant Lady Black Knights. Still no score here in the first. McKenna Young trying to battle for some position in the post. Now into the hands of Brooke Warner. Back to Young. She'll pick up her dribble, kicks it out. Three-pointer not taken, but stolen away by Kayla Lucas. Quick hands there by the senior, pushes the tempo. And a pass ahead to Delgra. And they'll reset top of the key. Anna Kate Ward now whips it all the way into the post. Chloe Clark a turnaround. And it's short, no good. Kendall Connolly gets the rebound. Connolly active on the defensive glass early. She's really started to come into her own as a post player over the course of this sophomore season. Greathouse has a good one in his program for some time to come. Here's a foul call as Brooke Warner is hit on the arm going up for the hook shot. She'll head to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Brooke Warner, a senior in this Point Pleasant program, has really taken a leadership role along with Bailey Rickard and Taya Fetty over the course of this season. As that first free throw will miss. A couple players trot over to the score tables for Catholic. It looks like Claire Mullen, as well as Catherine Skinner, and Annie Semino for the first time tonight. Second free throw is short, no good. As the Lady Irish check in, and a few of the seniors sit down. Correction, she'll have one more free throw attempt. Warner looking to get Point Pleasant on the board. It's up, and she hit it. Just over 5 minutes to play. Here comes Charleston Catholic. Annie Semino dumps it off to Kayla Lucas. Point Pleasant in a zone here. 3-2 defense. And the pass goes in and out of the hands of Skinner. Looks like it will go to Point Pleasant as that one hits the end line. And Catholic's going to go to the full court pressure. Looks like a man-to-man. Claire Mullen pressuring the ball as Brooke Warner looks to work it up the floor. Looks like the Lady Irish dropped their coverage immediately. Just a little bit of added pressure to make things a bit more difficult for Point Pleasant. They've held up well defensively so far, just the 1 point on the board. Warner now into the hands of McKenna Young. Young is cut off on the drive, pivots, and kicks it back out. That one is poked away. Let's see where the possession arrow goes as Fields lost it on the drive. And it will stay with Point Pleasant. There's a three-pointer in the air. And it's strong, no good. A long board. Goes to the Lady Irish. That was Skinner with the rebound. Here comes Semino. He'll put it into the hands of Mullen. A long pass floats over the head of Kayla Lucas and over towards the Point Pleasant bench. So that's a second straight turnover for the Lady Irish. Point Pleasant now inbounding over near their own basket. They'll do so successfully. Once again, Charleston Catholic pressuring the ball. Here comes Warner, picks up her dribble near the scores table. Dangerous pass, it's slapped away. Active hands there from Chloe Clark. Going up the elevator, swatting that one out of bounds. 3:57 left, first quarter. Point Pleasant to inbound near midcourt. Here comes Olivia Fields. She'll dump it off as the Lady Black Knights set up their action. Cody Greathouse calling out a play here. Lucas poked it away. Here comes Clark. In transition, taking it all the way herself. Now she's going to whip it over into the lane. A whistle. And this one will go the other way. As it looked like a travel call. And another turnover. Point Pleasant with a substitution. It's now Taya Fetty, number 34, into the game. Oh, quick steal. And a bucket for Semino. And she is able to get the steal straight out of the inbounds pass. Catholic right back to the pressure. Lucas and Semino, another steal for Semino. A long cross-court pass, Claire Mullen. A floater in the lanes, poked loose. And Kendall Connolly will control the board. Just over 3 minutes left to play. Here comes Point Pleasant. Content to run their offense. Just a 2-1 score. Three-pointer in the air. Warner, she's got it. Brooke Warner drains the three-pointer and extends the lead to 2. Substitution here for the Lady Irish. Aurelia Kirby checking into the game. As we take a look at that three-pointer, Brooke Warner shooting with confidence, letting that one fly. A big momentum three early on. Here comes Kirby, her first minutes of the evening. Catholic moving this Lady Black Knight zone. Semino no good on the runner. Offensive rebound falls to Clark. And she's fouled on the putback. Chloe Clark to head to the line to shoot a pair. Semino bringing a lot of energy early on in this game. The 2 quick steals as Charleston Catholic goes to the press. Perhaps to try to jumpstart something in this first quarter. First free throws up, no good. And Clark, the second attempt, is just short. That one will float out of bounds. Back to Point Pleasant. The Lady Black Knights inbounds successfully as Kirby pressures the ball. Now across the timeline. Here comes Fetty, tries to dump it off to Connolly, but another charge. As Catherine Skinner takes the contact that time and forces the turnover. Great job sacrificing her body there. And stealing the extra possession for Catholic. Here comes Semino. She'll whip it over to Claire Mullen. Now Aurelia Kirby. 2:22 and going. Semino now on the drive. Kicks it out. Gets it back in the corner. She'll try a three-pointer. And strong, no good. A battle for the board underneath. Roll out of bounds. And stays with Point Pleasant. On the drive here, the dump off. As she tried to get open, but Kirby stepped in front of it and took the contact. Here comes Catholic. Claire Mullen has her shot blocked. Regathers it. And able to set out towards the top of the key. And it's Semino controlling things for the Lady Irish early in this one. Now on the drive, left-handed scoop shot up and in. That's Catherine Skinner with her first points of the ball game. And it's all tied up at 4-4. Inside 2 minutes to play now, first quarter. Here comes Point Pleasant. Taya Fetty with a nice crossover dribble, looking to get north-south, but Claire Mullen able to move her feet and get in front of it. Now McKenna Young setting at top of the key. She'll look to drive and kicks it out. Here's a Fetty three-pointer in and out. And Charleston Catholic with another stop. Semino pushing it ahead in transition as we approach the 1 minute mark in the opening period. Semino dumps it off to Kirby. Now back to Semino. She'll try an elbow jumper in the air, swished it. Annie Semino now with 4. She does a great job there getting to her spot and knocking that one down. Point Pleasant having to work for everything they get right now, as they'll have to go the full length of the floor. Here comes Point. McKenna Young dumps it off underneath to Fetty. She had her shot blocked. And we'll take a look at the nice elbow jumper here by Semino. Passes up a good shot for a great shot and knocks it down at the elbow. Now Point Pleasant looking to set up their offense. That's Charleston Catholic. Goes into the man-to-man. Mullen pressuring Fetty, now 25 and winding. Near side wing, here's a three-pointer. Warner, strong, no good. And the loose ball will go to Point Pleasant, but the pass is intercepted. Now just 10 seconds left to go. Kirby with the top of the key. Now 7 seconds. Semino goes baseline, passes it off, jumper in the air, and it's good. Catherine Skinner with 2 more. And that will bring a close to our first quarter. It's the Charleston Catholic Lady Irish on top, 8-4 through 8 minutes of play. Back with more on Video Productions.
General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
And we're back live at the Charleston Catholic Athletic Center here on Video Productions. Michael Sussman on the call. It's 8-4 through the first quarter of play as Charleston Catholic moves in front. Catherine Skinner with 4 points in the early going, and Annie Semino with 4 points as well. Semino hit that nice elbow jumper just moments ago, and it really started, and she was really able to exploit the defense there, creasing through the zone coverage that the Lady Black Knights will go back into here. Looks like a 2-3 as the Lady Irish set up shop. Here's Semino on the drive. She'll drop it off to Kirby. Kirby's cut off baseline. Now a high arcing pass over to Semino. She'll try to whip it over to Claire Mullen, but McKenna Young with some quick hands, able to slap that one away. But back to Semino. When I caught up with Coach Hevner earlier, he just went on about her transition at the offensive end last season. She really brought a lot defensively, but now she's developed that part of her game and now can really lead the charge for the Lady Irish on the offensive end. As the ball is poked loose, out of bounds, that one is going to go over to Point Pleasant. Far side corner inbound. McKinnon Young looking to enter it. She'll try to float a long pass over. It's slapped away by Mullen. Here comes Kirby. She tries a sneaky pass through the lane over to Chloe Clark, but it's knocked away by Taya Fetty. Active hands there from Fetty, but it was good thought to try to dump that one underneath. Aurelia Kirby floats it over to Claire Mullen, who's just strong on the jump shot. Offensive rebound goes to Catherine Skinner. She's fouled on the putback and will head to the line to shoot a pair. Skinner already with 4 points tonight. Got to be happy with the start if you're Coach Hevner. Catholic desperate for a win at this point in the year. First free throw is in the air and she's got it. But it's been a brutal schedule for Charleston Catholic this year. They've really taken on challengers from all classes, and that's going to help come postseason. Second free throw, she's got it. Skinner now with 6 points in the contest, a 10-4 advantage. As Catholic goes right back to the full court pressure. Claire Mullen pressuring the ball all the way. Here comes Fetty, she'll dump it off to Kiera Smith, who now enters the contest. McKinnon Young on the drive. Layup in the air, she's got it, and one. McKinnon Young able to stay solid through the contact and finish at the rim. First points there for Young. She's really been a key cog for this team all season. Missed significant time earlier on in the year playing in a soccer tournament in Tampa. Coach Greathouse said that really helped this team over the course of the year because a lot of the younger players have had to fill larger roles. And now with Young back on the squad, they're fully equipped and ready to surprise some people. 10-7 now the score as Young completes the old-fashioned three-point play. And Charleston Catholic sets up shop. Semino shouting out instructions. Yo-yos it over to Mullen, now inside, back to Semino. She'll dump it off now to Aurelia Kirby, who's cut off and travels. Kirby just slid the toe there as she picked up her dribble. Nice pressure by Taya Fetty to force that turnover. And the Irish go right back to the full court man-to-man. Got to be well conditioned to pick up full court man all game. But fortunately, Charleston Catholic has a lot of soccer players on this team. Both squads do, actually. So an up and down contest is no big deal. A long pass is whipped over to Bailey Rickard. Official's going to say that she stepped on the line. So a little bit of sloppy play to open up the second quarter as the two teams exchange turnovers. Semino walks it up the floor. Now into the hands of Kirby. This Point Pleasant defense is doing a nice job sliding their feet, but Point Pleasant able to slice through it there. Here's a hook shot in the lane, up no good for Skinner. And it'll hit the end line and stay with Charleston Catholic as that deflects off of a Lady Black Knight player. Semino looking to inbound. She'll do so to Mullen. Mullen now drives, floater up, no. And a rebound and a foul call. As Chloe Clark is hitting the arm on the putback. Clark able to crash the boards there as Kendall Connolly is called for the foul, her first of the ball game. First free throws up and rims in and out. There's Chloe Clark, the senior, swishing the second free throw. And she is on the score sheet. 11-7 now the lead for the Lady Irish. As Taya Fetty will cross the timeline. Strong screen there from Young. There comes Bailey Rickard, now dumps it off back to Young. She'll try a shot in the lane, and she's got it. A shooter's touch from McKenna Young. She'll get the roll. And that cuts the deficit to just 2. McKenna Young with a strong physical screen. Almost knocked one of the Lady Irish players to the ground. Good clean play though. 5:26 and going, second quarter. There's a shot up strong, no good. And that one will go out of bounds. As we take a look at the shot here by Young. Able to scoot up into the lane and get the touch there, just a bit short, but had enough backspin on it for it to roll around the cylinder and go in. And we've got a timeout call on the floor. We'll head to a quick break. You are watching Lady Irish basketball on Video Productions.
With all that's going on, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling wants to remind our neighbors we're here for you. We're taking extra precautions to protect you and our employees. Right now, we're offering 6-month no-interest financing to help you stay comfortable throughout this crisis. Our superior indoor air filtration options will keep viruses, bacteria, and allergens down, increasing indoor air quality, comfort, and safety. Call us today and see how we can help you. Mullen, we're comfortable when you are.
And we're back live at the Charleston Catholic Athletic Center. It's an 11-9 lead for the Lady Irish as they battle the Point Pleasant Lady Black Knights out of AAA. Manny Semino will inbound underneath her own basket near the Irish cheerleaders. She'll enter it successfully to Mullen, but it's ripped away. Taya Fetty with the steal. Mullen now is going to get whistled for a blocking foul just ahead of the timeline. As Kayla Lucas steps back over towards the score table, she'll get Mullen out. So Lucas and Semino on the floor for the Lady Irish. They've been a dependable duo at that guard position all year. Here comes the Lady Black Knights. Charleston Catholic back in the man-to-man. Now Fetty on the drive, as well as short on the shot attempt. Nice defense there from Chloe Clark. Now here comes Fanny Semino. She'll slow it down and set up the offense. Brooke Warner pressuring the ball. Aurelia Kirby yo-yos it back to Semino, now into the hands of Lucas. She'll dump it off in the corner. Skinner back to Clark. Chloe Clark looking to get position in the post, but Kendall Connolly able to knock that one loose. And the arrow to stay with Charleston Catholic. Semino gets it into Skinner. Quick trap right out of the pass, and Fetty ripped it loose. Jump ball is the call. And that arrow will go to Point Pleasant. Lady Black Knight head coach Cody Greathouse fired up with his defense there. It worked to perfection as they trapped right out of the inbound. Now just inside 4.5 minutes and going, second quarter. Here comes Taya Fetty. She tries to hand it off to Bailey Rickard. Who will pick it up now. Set it top key, Young. Black Knights whipping it around the horn as Warner is able to pluck that one out of the sky. Young now on the drive. They're going to say she double dribbled. Looked like she just got that second hand on the ball as she was trying to turn the corner. Charleston Catholic now makes the substitutions. It's Talina Williams into the ball game. So just 20 points scored tonight, second quarter. As these two teams have really ratcheted up the defensive pressure. There's Kirby dumping it off to Clark. Now back to Semino. This Point Pleasant pressure is really starting to get to the Lady Irish as they're extending their zone out more and more over the course of the game. Kirby, an errant pass will soar out of bounds. A good thought there to try to whip it cross court, but just a little too high. A tough spot to inbound here for Point Pleasant in that far side corner, but a nice pass there for Bailey Rickard as she's able to find Fetty. Here comes Fetty with a head of steam. Dumps it off to Warner. Looking to drive on Kirby. Sends it back out top of the key. Young once again whistled for the travel. Young in just a bit of a rush. A good thought there to try to penetrate. But maybe just a little bit ahead of herself as she travels once again. Claire Mullen checks back into the game as Aurelia Kirby will get a quick break on the bench. Here comes Charleston Catholic. Chloe Clark is whistled for a travel, back-to-back turnovers. Here at the Charleston Catholic Athletic Center on senior night. These two teams try to finish the season strong. They've both got about 5 games left to go before the postseason rolls around. A long pass underneath goes right to Kendall Connolly, and she gets 2. Heads up pass there. It's the sophomore center was able to rip that one down and put it back up. Here comes Catholic, a great block from Connolly. She rejects that shot attempt. Connolly starting to settle into the rhythm of the game. Once again, Connolly averaging 3 blocks per game this season, among the tops in the state. There's Claire Mullen on the drive. We're going to say that she double dribbled. As we take a look at the replay here, a beautiful pass all the way right through the teeth of the defense. Brooke Warner finding her teammate Connolly underneath. Had a really small window to get that one through, but she did so. And we're all knotted up at 11. Point Pleasant's got to cross the timeline. They just will. Mullen pressuring the ball. Now a high arcing pass inside to Young. And she floats it into the corner. Now Bailey Rickard with it. As we approach the 2-minute mark, a nice steal by Chloe Clark as she slaps that one into the hands of Semino, coast to coast now. And Annie Semino is fouled on the shot attempt. Beautiful play there by Clark. Not only was she able to step in the passing lane, but she was also able to deflect it right to her teammate and give her a nice outlet headed up the floor. So Semino with 4 points tonight. First free throw attempt is up, and it's good. You see Clark there slapping that one out of the air right to her teammate. A lot of times people can step in the front and block the shot or get the deflection, but it's an added bonus when you can get it to somebody on your team and start the break the other way. That's kind of the next level of shot blocking ability. Now inside 2 minutes and going, 13-11 is the advantage for Charleston Catholic. It's Taya Fetty with it. A quick steal, Kayla Lucas. A long pass ahead to Annie Semino, and she's just going to run out of room as that ball goes out of bounds. A nice thought there by Lucas, but just a little too much mustard on the pass. We've got a substitution. It's Aurelia Kirby getting Kaylee Lucas a quick break. The Lady Irish clinging to the 2-point advantage. They'll enter the ball into Fetty, Point Pleasant will. She crosses over. Now into the hands of Rickard. Kicks it out. Here's a Warner 3-pointer. Short, no good. Rebound goes to Connolly. Now into the hands of Kirby. Pushing it ahead in transition. Looks to find Williams on the low block. There's a Claire Mullen 3-pointer, no good. They're going to say that this one will go to Point Pleasant as Williams dives to the ground and lays on the inline. 1:17 left, second quarter. Charleston Catholic hasn't come out of the full court press all game. And Kirby able to deflect that one. It's Fetty looking to inbound here. She will do so. And Fetty with the ball now. As Semino pokes it away. She's got to hurry to cross the timeline. And just does so. About a minute to go till the break. Point Pleasant looking to get into their offense. Kiara Smith is going to get called for the carry. Smith, a freshman, giving some nice minutes off the bench this season. Coach Greathouse really applauded her as somebody that he could turn to in some dire situations to come in and contribute some big minutes. Here comes the Lady Irish. Annie Semino setting up the offense. 41 seconds and winding. Charleston Catholic could hold for the last shot here. Let's see what they look to do as Wesley Hevner looks on. Hevner in his 10th season with the program with assistant coach Kenny Butler. 20 seconds and winding. It looks like Catholic will likely be content to hold for the last shot. Point Pleasant starting to apply some pressure. Now here comes Catholic. A nice dump off underneath as they're able to get that one into Chloe Clark, and she's fouled on the shot attempt. So it's Chloe Clark headed to the line. A senior with 1 point tonight. Second trip to the line. First one's up and good. Clark swishes that one and extends the lead to 3. Point Pleasant with about 8 seconds left here. They can probably get a long pass ahead and a couple dribbles. Second free throw's off the back iron, no good. Slapped around, Connolly fighting for it. 5 seconds left, now 4 seconds. It's Warner. Here's a baseball shot off the backboard. A pretty good attempt there as Taya Fetty shows off the cannon. But that will bring a close to our first half of action. It's the Charleston Catholic Lady Irish with a 3-point advantage going into the break. Back with more on Video Productions.
This one's for everyone who spends the amount of time it would take to watch a movie, agreeing on which movie to watch. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Here at Children's Dentistry, you may notice things are a little different.
Nachos, better with Pepsi.
And we are back live from the Charleston Catholic High School Athletic Center here on Video Productions. We've got a good one at the break. The home team with the 14-11 lead through the first half of play. Charleston Catholic with a nice second quarter defensively there, holding Point Pleasant to just 4 points in those second 8 minutes. A quick breakdown of the scoring from the first half. Annie Semino with 6 points for Charleston Catholic, Chloe Clark with 2, and then Catherine Skinner with 6 points, doing a nice job getting into the lane, getting to the line, and making a couple tough finishes underneath the glass. Now to Point Pleasant, Brooke Warner with 4 points in the early going, McKenna Young with 5, and Kendall Connolly with 2 points. Coach Cody Greathouse definitely trying to jumpstart some offense over in that Lady Black Knight locker room right now. And for the Lady Irish, we can expect them to keep up the pressure in the second half. They came out in the full court press and never dwindled from it. So expect Coach Hevner and the rest of that crew to stay aggressive as we get ready for the second half of play. Michael Sussman here on Video Productions. You're watching Lady Irish basketball.
With all that's going on, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling wants to remind our neighbors we're here for you. We're taking extra precautions to protect you and our employees. Right now, we're offering 6-month no-interest financing to help you stay comfortable throughout this crisis. Our superior indoor air filtration options will keep viruses, bacteria, and allergens down, increasing indoor air quality, comfort, and safety. Call us today and see how we can help you. Mullen, we're comfortable when you are.
Here at Children's Dentistry, you may notice that things are a little different. And Mom and Dad expect us to treat them like a child.
The LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks and even discounts on fuel. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you.
You have dreams.
You have dreams.
You have dreams.
A better life, a better job, a better you.
So where do you start to build the skills necessary to get there?
For more than 125 years, West Virginia State University has been educating generations of students who have gone on to change the world.
At West Virginia State, you are not just a number, you are who you choose to be.
You receive personal attention from award-winning faculty.
You study in nationally recognized programs.
You learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have. No matter where you want to go
or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
Always here for you, Thornhill GM Superstore. Expect the best. Get even more with our new Thornhill Value Plus warranty. 10 years, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty on most all vehicles. Get in on all the savings. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and ThornhillGMSuperstore.com.
The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you.
Here at Children's Dentistry, you may notice things are a little different. And Mom and Dad expect us to treat them like a child.
Community Strong. We are Thornhill Ford Lincoln, your hometown dealer located on 119 near Chapmanville. Go Thornhill and expect the best with total value, support, and savings on your next vehicle. Don't miss out. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and thornhillford.net.
This is Michael Sussman back at the Charleston Catholic High School Athletic Center. It's halftime between the Lady Irish and the Point Pleasant Lady Black Knights. Catholic leading at 14-11 at the break. These two teams down the stretch of their regular season slate as postseason implications start to come into play during some of the latter matchups against sectional and regional opponents. Let's just see a look at these two teams' playoff brackets that they'll have to go through down the road. For Charleston Catholic in their section, it's the 5-7 Buffalo Lady Bison that they will have to go through. Buffalo, an impressive team with a lot of really good players back, including a talented point guard in Kaylee Bowling and Abby Darnley, another senior on that squad that poses a lot of problems. So the Lady Bison, going to be a tough game for Charleston Catholic in sectionals. They'll also play Polka, who is 5-11. As for Point Pleasant, they've got a difficult section in AAA as well. They have to square off against a really tough Ripley team that's got a three-headed monster and some really good players with Kiana Baldwin, McKinnon Hall, and Sophie Nichols, all three players probably with collegiate futures. And then they'll also play against Winfield, a team that Catholic just narrowly lost to last night, and then Nitro as well. So it's the time of the season where you want to peak, you want to start playing your best basketball. And right now, Charleston Catholic with a 3-point lead at the break. They've got a chance to snap their 5-game skid that they're currently on. The keys for them in the second half would probably be to just clean up the turnovers. Charleston Catholic with a few too many errant passes and traveling whistles in that first half. If they can take care of the basketball and continue to ratchet up the defensive pressure, they could be well on their way to a 7th win. The Lady Irish could move to 500 with a victory tonight. So a big one here in the Charleston Catholic Athletic Center on senior night. We're back with the second half when we return on Video Productions.
With all that's going on, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling wants to remind our neighbors we're here for you. We're taking extra precautions to protect you and our employees. Right now, we're offering 6-month no-interest financing to help you stay comfortable throughout this crisis. Our superior indoor air filtration options will keep viruses, bacteria, and allergens down, increasing indoor air quality, comfort, and safety. Call us today and see how we can help you. Mullen, we're comfortable when you are.
Always here for you, Thornhill GM Superstore. Expect the best. Get even more with our new Thornhill Value Plus warranty. 10 years, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty on most all vehicles. Get in on all the savings. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and ThornhillGMSuperstore.com.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands.
And we are back. Second half action between the Charleston Catholic Lady Irish and the Point Pleasant Lady Black Knights. Catholic starting out the second half with the 3-point advantage. On the floor now for them, number 2, Claire Mullen, number 3, Annie Semino, as well as Kayla Lucas, Chloe Clark, and Catherine Skinner rounding out the starting 5 for Point Pleasant. That'll be McKenna Young, Brooke Warner, as well as Taya Fetty, Bailey Rickard, and Kendall Connolly to open up this third quarter. Here's Charleston Catholic looking to get some offense going. Mullins dumps it into Clark. She'll miss the first shot, get her own board, but it bounces over to Young. Able to pass out of the trap there. Now here comes Point Pleasant. Just 11 points in that first half. Looking to springboard something here as Fetty tries a long pass over to Warner. And it's been the seniors, Fetty, Warner, and Rickard really leading the charge for Point Pleasant this season. Making Coach Greathouse's first season a little bit easier, as those three have great chemistry together. They've played with each other for a long time now. So look for those upperclassmen to try to bolster the Point Pleasant efforts late in this one. The Irish whipping it around the horn, now enter it to Clark. Back out to Semino. Now Claire Mullen in the near side corner. Sends it back top of the key now, far side wing. Now into the low block, shot up, no good for Skinner. Put back, no good as well. Bouncing ball goes to Mullen. Now into the hands of Semino, wide open 3 off the side iron, no good. And that one will bounce long and out of bounds. Charleston Catholic getting some nice looks there. And they're right back to the full court pressure in a man-to-man. Semino pressuring the ball. As Lucas is on Brooke Warner. Warner with 4 points in that first half, but Kenny Young leading the Lady Black Knights with 5. Got a scramble for the ball on the ground. It goes to Catholic. And here come the Lady Irish. Semino has it poked loose as Rickard goes the length of the floor and makes a nice hustle play. We've got a brief stoppage. It looks like an injury timeout. And we'll head to a quick break here on Video Productions.
Here at Children's Dentistry, you may notice that things are a little different. And Mom and Dad expect us to treat them like a child.
Michael Sussman here, back live at the Charleston Catholic Athletic Center. Third quarter action as we resume play. It was a brief injury break, but it looks like everybody's okay. And we'll return to action. Checking into the game now for Point Pleasant is number 23, Kayla Smith. As the Lady Irish inbound underneath their own hoop. It's Lucas taking it out. She'll slap the ball and enter it in to Annie Semino. 6:25 and going, third quarter. Now on the drive, Semino looking to turn the corner against Bailey Rickard. They're going to say she was bumped. A foul call on the floor. As Rickard is whistled for the block. And the Irish now looking to set up the inbounds play. Looks like a four-corner inbound that they have drawn up. Here's a Mullen three-pointer. She drained it. Claire Mullen, money from three. And that extends the lead to 6. A nice defensive play by Kayla Lucas as she forces the steal. And gets now the arrow back to the Lady Irish. It looked like that one bounced off the leg of Warner. Active hands from Lucas. She'll enter it into the post. To Clark. Now back up top. Mullen with it, top of the key. Sends it over to Catherine Skinner. Skinner looking to drive on Smith. Now back out to Semino. Huge momentum three there early in the third quarter by Claire Mullen. As the ball is pressured back to Mullen in the far side corner. Now to Skinner, but she's fouled on the shot attempt. Now we'll go back to the Mullen three. Thought about it for a second. Hold it with confidence. Claire Mullen knocking that one down. Now here comes Point. Warner crossing the timeline. Lucas able to poke away another one. She causes another steal. It's Kayla Lucas making some impactful plays on defense, which she has throughout her career, really developing as an offensive player this year, at least in some respects for this Lady Irish team. Now dumped underneath to Skinner, has her shot rejected. Nice play by Kayla Smith. She's able to secure the loose ball. A long baseball pass all the way ahead to Kendall Connolly. She's able to track it down, kicks it back out to Young. Now on the drive, here come the Lady Irish. It's poked loose. Skinner with the steal. Now a rolling ball over towards the scores table. He's got to stay with the Lady Irish as Smith and Semino battled for it. Mullen now to inbound near midcourt. So Catholic up 6. There's Claire Mullen, far side wing. Passes it back out, top of the key. Now on the drive, Lucas has the defense converge on her, finds an open Clark. Now back out to the top, Semino into the corner. Here's a Claire Mullen three-pointer, and she's got another one. Claire Mullen, money from distance once again, and it's now an 8-point lead for the Lady Irish. Claire Mullen, part of a long lineage of good athletes here at Charleston Catholic. Her sisters Mills and Peyton, both soccer and basketball players here at Charleston Catholic. 4:20 and going, third quarter. 19-11, the advantage for the home team. As Young sends it back out to the top of the key to Bailey Rickard. A whistle and a foul call. And she's fouled on the drive. Once again, back to Money Mullen as she knocks it down from the corner and extends the lead to 8. Substitution here for the Lady Black Knights, as they'll check in number 4. Has it poked away. Kayla Lucas with another steal. Her third of the quarter. And that'll give it back to the Lady Irish. 4:05 left, third quarter. So just one three-pointer made in the entire first half. And Claire Mullen able to find the bottom of the net twice and blow things open a little bit in this third quarter. Lucas falls to the ground. And it looks like we've got a foul call against Charleston Catholic. So the arrow to go to the Lady Black Knights. They'll have to go the length of the floor once again. It's Kayla Smith inbounding, struggling to do so. She will enter it to Bailey Rickard. Inside 4 minutes to play, third quarter. Here comes McKenna Young. And they're going to say that she stepped on the half-court line. The back of her heel just touches the black stripe and gives it back to Charleston Catholic. Coach Cody Greathouse and company has got to be frustrated with the turnovers tonight, and as well as the rest of his coaching staff. They've got a veteran staff over there at Greathouse. He's assisted by Christy Erner, as well as Amber Grubbs. Grubbs, a 1,000-point scorer at Point Pleasant. This ball's knocked into the hands of Annie Semino. It really gives this offense a calming presence. Just kind of as a point guard running the show. Three-pointer in the air, no good, but she's fouled on the shot attempt. We'll see if that was a 3 or a 2. It looked like she was close to the line. And it looks like they will indeed give her the 3 free throws. So Cardinal sin there. The Lady Black Knights foul the jump shooter. Semino now with 3. First free throw is up, and she swished it. Semino now with 7 points in the ball game, with an opportunity now to extend the lead to double figures. Second free throw's up, and it rattles home. Annie Semino looking to go 3 for 3, and she's done it. The lead now 11 for the home team. The Lady Black Knights find themselves on the ropes. Here comes McKenna Young with a nice crossover dribble, able to blow past Skinner. Now picks up her dribble. A long pass into the corner, Smith. And it's knocked out of bounds. Looked like Smith lost the handle. And it'll go back to Charleston Catholic. As Brooke Warner checks back into the contest. Now inside 3 minutes to play, third quarter. Point Pleasant in a 2-3 zone. The Irish pass through it, find Skinner in the paint. Now to the far side corner, Mullen. Catholic whipping it around the horn. Lucas dumps it off. Clark is trapped in the corner. Kara Smith able to deflect the pass. And it stays with Charleston Catholic. And they've got a whistle and a timeout call. Coach Hefner's going to go ahead and take one for the Lady Irish, and we'll take it with them. Back with more on Video Productions when we come back after this.
General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
And we are back live at the Charleston Catholic Health Center. Michael Sussman here. The Lady Irish with a 22-11 advantage here, well on their way to pulling their record back to 500. Still a long way to go, however, as Point Pleasant's got to make some adjustments, still yet to score in the second half. And a lot of it has had to do with this Lady Irish full court press. Kayla Lucas with 3 steals in the third quarter. And it's led to a couple of big buckets. Here comes Charleston Catholic. Lucas able to enter it to Skinner, now tries to lay it in on the right side, but has her shot blocked by Connolly. Connolly, a shot blocking machine among tops in the state. And she's got another one there. Lucas instantly pressuring the ball. Warner has it poked away briefly, able to get it back. Now at the top of the key, Young. 2:13 and going. Into the near side corner, 3-pointer in the air, strong. They've got to fight for the ball. And it falls into the hands of Annie Semino. So Charleston Catholic coming out of the timeout here. Let's see what Coach Hefner dialed up. There's a Skinner elbow jumper, strong. Goes into the hands of Clark, put back up and in. Clark with 2 points there, and now with 4 in the contest for Chloe Clark. As she crashes the boards and gets 2. 13-point lead now, Charleston Catholic. Warner able to just barely get it past midcourt. Moves around the Young screen. Has her pass intercepted. Annie Semino leading the fast break. She's got numbers. Looks to pass it backward. Got a little caught in between two moves there and is whistled for the up and down. Easy to do, a lot of options there on the break. She kind of was caught in between shooting that one and dumping it off. So the turnover gives it back to the Lady Black Knights. Nobody home on the inbounds pass. It'll find Claire Mullen, who has it poked out of her hands, but the official will say that it stays with the Lady Irish. Not sure what happened on the press breaker there for Point Pleasant, but looked like some confusion as that one just bounced into space. And Cody Greathouse will talk it over with his squad. Back after this on Video Productions.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
And we are back live at the Charleston Catholic Athletic Center. It's a 24-11 advantage for the Lady Irish. Looking like it could be a successful senior night as we've got just over a quarter to play. The Point Pleasant Black Knights coming out of the timeout now. They're still yet to score in the second half as the Irish pressure has affected them all night tonight, particularly on the press breaker just a little while ago. That last pass on the inbounds just went right into the middle of the floor. Nobody home. Likely that Coach Greathouse tried to draw something up here just to try to get the ball inbounded and across half court. But the Irish will start with the basketball. Mullen to inbound over near the scores table. As her pass intercepted. Rickard able to jump in front of that bounce pass. And a blocking call goes against Catholic. So Point Pleasant, quick turnover. As number 11, Maddie Fields checks into the game. The first time we'll see Fields tonight. Fields has contributed as a nice spot-up shooter at times this year. Point Pleasant only goes about 7 or 8 deep. As Rickard looks to drive on Semino, but she won't let her. Now passes her off to Mullen. Now into the hands of Maddie Fields for the first time. And they'll set it top of the key Young. Now 1 minute and winding on our third quarter clock. Low block to Young. Semino, quick hands. She'll pick her pocket. Now ahead in transition. Here comes Mullen on the crossover dribble. She's bumped hard by Kiera Smith. And it's a foul call on the floor. Charleston Catholic not yet to the 1-and-1, so that one will be inbounded underneath their hoop. Semino surveying. Gonna have to get this one in soon, will do so. Now top of the key. Pass is deflected. It's Young able to deflect that one. It caught Semino on the way out, so the arrow back to Point Pleasant. Into the game now for Charleston Catholic, Aurelia Kirby. Here comes Point, 40 seconds and going. Young looking to drive, tries a finger roll. She's bumped on the shot attempt, so she'll head to the charity strike. Kenan Young with 5 points in the first half, still yet to score in the third quarter. Point Pleasant still looking for their first points as a team in the period. As Kayla Lucas is going to head back to the scores table. Seems to be a little bit of debate here as to whether or not that was in the act of shooting or a blocking foul on the floor. Looked to be in the act, but the refs will have the Lady Black Knights inbound underneath the basket. Entry pass to Young, layup up, no good. Here comes Catholic. Semino lost it momentarily, was knocked to the ground, now into the hands of Rickard. Here comes Kiera Smith, looking to go all the way to the hoop, and she's whistled for the up and down. Nice job there by Skinner standing her ground and protecting the rim. Smith is called for the travel now. 22.8 left to go in the third. Catholic moving quickly. Kirby with it in the corner. Has it poked loose. A tough inbound here for Charleston Catholic. That far side corner inbound. Kirby is going to enter it into Semino. Now right back to the corner. Has it poked away again. So 14 ticks left on the clock. You can drain a few seconds, but you can't wait too long to go. There's Lucas with it, dribbling left-handed. Now back out to Semino. Now high post. Here's a Kirby three-pointer in the air short. 2 seconds left on the clock as that one bounces out of bounds. So Point Pleasant likely just going to get a heave here as we round out our third quarter action. A 13-point advantage for Charleston Catholic. Kirby pressuring the inbounder, Smith. Is going to throw a high arcing pass in. No shot attempt up. And that will bring an end to our third quarter. It's the Charleston Catholic Lady Irish ahead 24-11. As we head into the fourth, you're watching Catholic basketball on Video Productions.
Here for you, Thornhill GM Superstore. Expect the best. Get even more with our new Thornhill Value Plus warranty. 10 years, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty on most all vehicles. Get in on all the savings. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and ThornhillGMSuperstore.com.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton. Or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
And we are back live on Video Productions. Michael Sussman here at the Charleston Catholic Athletic Center. It's a 13-point lead for the Lady Irish as they look to close out senior night with a victory. On the floor now for the Irish, number 32, Catherine Skinner, as well as Chloe Clark, Annie Semino, and Claire Mullen. And the senior point guard, Kayla Lucas. Active hands there from Skinner as she deflects the inbound pass. The Lady Black Knights will start the fourth quarter with Maddie Fields, as well as McKenna Young, Kendall Connolly, Kara Smith, and Bailey Rickard. So here's Young. She'll kick it out. Three-pointer in the air, no good for Fields. And the ball bounces out of play back to Point Pleasant as they'll keep the possession on the deflection. Inbounds play underneath the basket. Is entered all the way out to Young. Young being guarded by Skinner. Now into the corner, Smith. Ball goes through the hands of Rickard. And she's whistled for the backcourt violation. Nice hustle there. Looked like she almost saved it, but just did have her foot come down on the other side. So another turnover for Point Pleasant, who remains scoreless in the second half. Brooke Warner will check into the ball game and get Smith. Semino whips it to Claire Mullen, who surveys the floor. Finds Clark. Now into the hands of Skinner. Here's a Mullen long two-pointer in the air. It's short. It'll go to Lucas, who now scraps on the low block, able to somehow get that one back to Semino. Point Pleasant still in the zone defense, extending the 2-3 out toward midcourt. Mullen back to Clark. Tries a bounce pass underneath to Kayla Lucas. We've got a whistle and a brief stoppage on the tie-up. Jump ball possession arrow to stay with Charleston Catholic. A brief review of our scoring. Annie Semino leading the way with 9 points tonight. Claire Mullen with 6, a pair of big three-pointers. Chloe Clark with 4, and Catherine Skinner with 4 points tonight for Charleston Catholic. Here's Kayla Lucas, a nice pass underneath. Shot attempt up and blocked. Another rejection, Kendall Connolly. And a jump ball. This one will go to Point Pleasant. Connolly, effective protecting the rim once again. Just using her length and athleticism to block shots and steal some possessions for the Lady Black Knights, who need to score in a hurry. It's been tough to come by tonight. And Warner has whistled for the travel. Possession arrow right back to Charleston Catholic. It's Amino with the defense that time. Back to the four-corner inbound play. As Catholic runs the action. It's Clark with it in the corner, has it ripped loose. They've got a foul call. It looks like a grab there against Point Pleasant. Or against, Charleston Catholic rather, with the foul call on the floor. So the Lady Black Knights will inbound again, going the length of the floor. Enters it to McKenny Young. Crosses over near midcourt. Another crossover dribble now into the corner. Long shot in the air, no good. As the two-point attempt is well short. And goes to the Lady Irish. Nice job there by Annie Semino securing the rebound. 6:30 and going in the ball game. Charleston Catholic looking to finish this one off and pull back to 500 on the year. Snap this recent 5-game skid. 6:20 and winding. There's Lucas on the drive. She'll dump it off into the corner. Semino jumper in the air, no good. And the rebound is grabbed by Young. She will take it herself up the floor. A long pass all the way ahead in transition. Is instantly kicked back out to Young. Point Pleasant content to set up their offense. A steal there by the Lady Irish. As Lucas pokes that one away. She'll get it right back. Open jump shot. Short, no good. Kendall Connolly the rebound. And here comes Point Pleasant. Nice crowd here in the Athletic Center tonight to cheer on these seniors. As a couple brilliant careers wrap up here in this home facility. Whistling a foul call on the floor. As Aurelia Kirby will check back into the ball game, and Kayla Lucas gets a quick break. Point Pleasant inbounds to Kendall Connolly. Now Skinner pressuring the ball. A beautiful rejection there by Chloe Clark as she sends that one out of bounds. Clark here with a nice job rotating, able to shift towards the driver and send that one out of bounds. Beautiful defensive play by Clark. And finally onto the board, Brooke Warner able to hit the corner jump shot there. So the first points of the second half. And it's now an 11-point lead for Catholic with just over 5 to go. Looking to work it around the horn. Now a runner in the lane, up no good. Kendall Connolly, another rebound, really imposing her will underneath. So Point Pleasant finally breaks the spell. Warner just gets that one across midcourt. Aurelia Kirby with some tight defensive pressure. And Coach Wesley Hevner is going to take a timeout and talk things over. We'll head to a quick break, back with the rest of this one on Video Productions.
Here at Children's Dentistry, you may notice things are a little different.
And we are back live at the Charleston Catholic Athletic Center. Catholic with an 11-point advantage with 4:47 left on the clock. Point Pleasant is looking to muster a late comeback on the road tonight. Point was able to edge Riverside 44-42 in their last ball game. So a thriller In the last one for the Lady Black Knights, maybe they can draw on that experience to try to scrap and claw their way back into this one. But a quick turnover out of the break goes right back to Charleston Catholic. Here's Semino now on the baseline drive. She's cut off. Floats it back out to the top of the key. Aurelia Kirby. It's Claire Mullen now with it. She'll kick it back out. Now back to Mullen. Here's a Kirby three-pointer. It's short. Able to follow her shot. Slaps it over to Semino, who's fouled on the shot attempt. She'll head to the line to shoot two. Kirby there with a nice fundamental play, following her shot all the way. The shooter has the best view of where it's going to go. So Assad was short, was able to make the hustle play to tap it over to her teammate. Now with Semino at the free throw line, drills the first. She's got another one. Semino now with 10 points. The first player to reach double figures. Second free throw's up, and she's got it. A perfect swish. Now half the quarter gone. Here comes Point Pleasant, able to run the press break smoothly this time. Back into the hands of McKenna Young. A lot of excitement around Charleston Catholic basketball right now. They've got a promising young boys team led by a talented sophomore, Jay Allen Turner. He's gone well above 20 points a lot over the course of this season. Got to see him earlier this year. Definitely a bright future ahead for that young man, as well as the rest of the Catholic team. But it's the girls looking to close it out tonight. Semino jump shot short, no good. Young battling for the board. Kirby able to get her hands on the pumpkin there, but the possession arrow will go over to Point Pleasant. Bailey Rickard checking back into the contest. And she'll handle the inbounds responsibilities. Finds Brooke Warner. Kirby now on the defensive coverage. 3:25 and going. And another turnover against Point Pleasant. Looked like they might have stepped on the inline, or the sideline rather. So we'll go back to the Lady Irish with just 3:21 left on the clock. I'd imagine Coach Hefner would be content to see his team take their time and try to find a quality shot here, especially with the advantage and time to burn. Far side corner, Mullins got it. Left-handed drive, has her pass stolen away, trying to find Clark. Now here comes Point Pleasant. Warner crossover dribble now into the hands of Young. And it's stolen away. Here comes Semino with a head of steam, taking it coast to coast. Strong on the layup attempt. A whistle on the rebound, that one against Charleston Catholic. Foul call on Kirby. She tried to battle to get that one back. And we're to the 1-1. Seventh team foul of the half against the Lady Irish. So that will send Bailey Rickard to the free throw line. The senior looking for her first points of the contest. Rickard, one of the leaders on this squad, this Point Pleasant program, headed in the right direction this season. Already winners of 7 games. First free throws up and in. Coach Greathouse has really been on a mission this season after this program has had to endure some tough times. A couple of no-win seasons, 1-win seasons. And Coach Greathouse that is, took it upon himself to try to make something out of the potential that was already there at the school. Point Pleasant, known as a great sports school, state champion soccer teams, and just really a lot of great athletes over there in the Point Pleasant programs, both boys and girls. So Coach Greathouse getting an undertaking going that is sure to last a long time, but tonight Point Pleasant just running into a tough matchup against a Charleston Catholic team that's played well wire to wire. Still with 2.5 left to go. Shot attempts up, no good. It'll fall into the hands of Bailey Rickard. Here comes Point Pleasant. They've got to hurry quickly, but turn it over. Here comes Charleston Catholic now with numbers. Claire Mullen, a layup up and in. And Semino doing a nice job dumping that one off. finding Mullen, who now has 8 points in the game. Less than 2 minutes left to play. Brooke Warner trying to drive on Mullen. Cross-court pass finds Kendall Connolly. Shot attempt up, no. Here comes Mullen pushing it ahead. Aurelia Kirby trying to corral it. And it'll go off the wall out of bounds. Stays with Charleston Catholic. Looks like it's going to be another brief injury timeout. We'll step away briefly on Video Productions.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
And we are back at the Charleston Catholic High School Athletic Center. The Lady Irish currently on top, 28-14, as we take a look at the last bucket for Charleston Catholic. Annie Semino pushing it ahead in transition and finding Claire Mullen underneath the hoop. A nice find, knowing that she had numbers there and finding the open teammate. So 1:47 left to play. A 14-point advantage for the Irish. Looks like they're going to clear the bench here on senior night. Vivian Delgra gets ready to go into the game, as well as Anna Kate Ward, another senior, Kayla Lucas. And to round things out, it's Chloe Greathouse. So the 5 seniors to finish up this game for Catholic, as Point Pleasant heads back out onto the floor. Semino looking to inbound. She'll find Lucas. Be big for the Irish to try to get a couple of late buckets for a couple of these seniors. Delgra has a bounce in and out of her hands. Looks like a bump and a foul call as the Irish fight for that one. Up now to the scores table, number 5, Marcy Wheeler. She'll check into the game and take out Semino. Lucas enters it into Wheeler. Now back into the hands of the senior. And Kate Ward looking to get open. It's poked away over towards the Catholic bench. The Lady Irish retain possession. As Clark is going to check back into the contest and get Wheeler. She'll have a brief word with Kenny Butler, the Irish assistant coach. Butler in his 3rd year on the Irish staff. Once coached WA players Renee Montgomery and Alexis Hornbuckle on his AAU team. So pretty impressive prestige there. I'm sure you could learn a lot working with those two. Or maybe they learned a lot from him. 1:35 left. As the Irish look to convert a couple more buckets. Here's Lucas looking to kick it out top of the key over the head of Anna Kate Ward. She's knocked to the ground on the loose ball. Scramble. Looks like it'll go back to Point Pleasant. A quick replay. Scramble play. Young knocking Ward to the ground. Quite the collision. But no foul call, however. These two teams playing physical tonight. Quick timeout taken by the Lady Black Knights. We'll take it with them. Back with the rest of this one when we come back.
Here for you, Thornhill GM Superstore. Expect the best. Get even more with our new Thornhill Value Plus warranty. 10 years, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty on most all vehicles. Get in on all the savings. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and ThornhillGMSuperstore.com.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
And we are back live at the Charleston Catholic Athletic Center. 1:25 left on the clock as the Lady Irish have all but wrapped up win number 7. A great performance tonight, a stingy defensive ball game. Point Pleasant just with 3 points in the second half. But it's been largely in part to the Charleston Catholic defense ramping up the pressure. They'll check Marcy Wheeler back into the ball game as the Lady Black Knights inbound it out near midcourt. Rickard looking to enter it. Can't find anybody. Going to try a long baseball pass across the court. And it will just stay in bounds. Able to track that one down is Maddie Fields. Back out to Rickard, 1:16 and going. Yo-yos it over. Now back into the hands of Rickard near side corner, but she steps on the line. That gives the arrow back to Charleston Catholic. 1:11 now on the clock. As Lucas is able to inbound that one over to Chloe Greathouse. Another ball is knocked loose. This one to stay with Catholic. Lucas to inbound. Enters it into Delgra. Now back into the hands of Lucas. He's bumped. As Young was trying to fight through the screen. Looked like she pushed Delgra into Lucas. So Catholic now in the 1-and-1. As Kayla Lucas steps to the free throw line. Looking for her first points of the ball game, but she's had a huge impact tonight on the defensive end. Free throws up, and she gets it to rattle home. Lucas with her first point. Second free throw up, and it's no good. Kenan Young able to rip the rebound down, trying to go coast to coast herself, crossover dribble, but it's stolen away. The Lady Irish with the basketball inside of a minute, looking to get another scoring opportunity for the seniors on senior night. A whistle and a foul call on the floor there will send Delgra to the line. Vivian Delgra, an incredible soccer player, the top player in all of Class AA this past year. Free throws up and short. Now here comes Point Pleasant. 45 seconds and going. And unrelenting, the Catholic defense, another steal. Shot in the lane, no good. Save attempt there from Marcy Wheeler will sail back out of bounds. Some more substitutions are made by Charleston Catholic. We'll get you those. Hannah Fisher now checks in, as well as Olivia Jonathan. Aurelia Kirby in the contest. So some opportunities here for Coach Hebner to see some of his younger players. Macy Greathouse also into the contest. 25 seconds and going. The Lady Black Knights looking to get a quick confidence boost here down the stretch after a rough offensive outing tonight in the second half. 12 seconds and going. Cut off on the baseline. Nice defense there from Jonathan. Here comes Point. 5 seconds left. 4 seconds. 3. And they won't get a shot off. That one goes out of bounds. And that'll do it. The buzzer sounds. It's the Charleston Catholic Lady Irish coming away with the victory tonight. They win it 29-14 at home. We're back with a quick post-game recap. This has been Michael Sussman on Video Productions.
With all that's going on, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling wants to remind our neighbors we're here for you. We're taking extra precautions to protect you and our employees. Right now, we're offering 6-month no-interest financing to help you stay comfortable throughout this crisis. Our superior indoor air filtration options will keep viruses, bacteria, and allergens down, increasing indoor air quality, comfort, and safety. Call us today and see how we can help you. Mullen, we're comfortable when you are.
Always here for you, Thornhill GM Superstore. Expect the best. Get even more with our new Thornhill Value Plus warranty. 10 years, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty on most all vehicles. Get in on all the savings. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and ThornhillGMSuperstore.com.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
And we are back at the Charleston Catholic Athletic Center, wrapping things up tonight. The Lady Irish knock off Point Pleasant 29-14 this evening to pull their record back to 500. Now 7-7 on the season for Coach Hefner's squad. A quick breakdown of tonight's scoring. Annie Semino leading the charge with a game-high 11 points. She made a huge impact on both sides of the floor, and I just thought as a floor general tonight, she did a good job slowing things down and getting the game under control for Charleston Catholic when she needed to. Claire Mullen with 8 points in this one. Her 2 big three-pointers in the third quarter were kind of the swinging point in the ball game, really pushed the momentum into the favor of Charleston Catholic and separated that lead to 8, and they just continued to build off of that. Kayla Lucas with 1 point tonight, but a bevy of steals for the senior this evening really made a huge impact on the defensive end in that full court press. Chloe Clark with 4 points and Catherine Skinner with 6 tonight. And the scoring column for Point Pleasant, a bit bare, especially in the second half. But a breakdown nonetheless. Brooke Warner with 6 points tonight. Bailey Rickard with 1. Kenny Young with 5. And Kendall Connolly with a pair of points to close out the scoring sheet for the Lady Black Knights. Up next for Charleston Catholic, they'll take on Mingo Central on the road Saturday at 1 o'clock. Again, now 7-7. And Point Pleasant will fall to 7-12 overall. A big thanks to everybody over at Video Productions for setting up the broadcast tonight and allowing us to bring you some Lady Irish basketball. Once again, final score, Catholic 29, Point Pleasant 14. This has been Michael Sussman. I hope you have a wonderful evening.